midnight until.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it down.
8.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
wait,
there's
yeah.
one for each of you.
Yeah.
So we have somebody to.
Okay,
it's
cover
9
and call,
o'clock.
You know, I didn't ask
I don't
you.
know about that.
Let's go ahead and call the meeting to order. It is Tuesday, January 3rd, 2023. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everyone.
Okay. Minutes and reports received and filed. What? Commissioner Committee Liaison Reports, upcoming meetings and events.
We got another short meeting Thursday morning, first thing, 8 a.m., and then East Side Business Association meeting Friday. I think that's about it until next week.
Tomorrow, a Salute to America 23 meeting. As Jeff said, the short meeting on Thursday, which is our budget meeting. And I think because of that, I'll miss a West Side Business Association meeting on Thursday morning because of
Okay.
that.
Only thing I've got Thursday, I have a workforce meeting at 10 a.m. And then Saturday is Russian Orthodox Christmas. So anybody wants to give me gifts, I'll accept them. And we are going to move Eric Hoy up to the forefront.
Of course we are.
So we have EMS signing of Mo HealthNet representation letter for the 2019 GEMT cost report.
So this is a letter from Myers and Stauffer, who is the auditor for the Missouri HealthNet GEMT program. Every year when we submit for reimbursement, they issue an interim report. Then at a later date and time, they go back and audit the information to make sure the correct reimbursement was issued. What this letter is basically saying is that we have provided Missouri HealthNet with the documentation that we have. It's accurate. They have provided us back their interim audit report. It doesn't mean that we've accepted the results. It doesn't mean that the results are finalized. It just means that we have provided them the documentation that they've asked for. So I just need a signature on this today. Jill's reviewed it. We did meet with our consultants, and we have provided them this documentation.
So that's for the year 2019 then?
Correct.
Okay. That just seems weird. that long ago.
It's usually that trailing that far to do
Correct.
the audit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
All right. I'll make a motion to sign the Mo Health Net representation letter for the 2019 GEMT cost report.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay. And we will go back to our regular programming. Bids and contracts, renewal of contract with detention facility in Adair County.
I have the renewal of the contract for secure juvenile detention services for 2023 with Adair. There's no changes to the contract. The cost is $55 a day, which is $10 less than Boone at $65 a day. This would be for the overflow of our youth detention. Jill has reviewed it.
Do you have an idea of how many times or how many days we bought last year from these
Yes,
folks?
I do, but I don't have it with me. I
Okay.
can get it to you.
That's just curiosity more than anything else.
Yeah, mine too.
I will make a motion to sign the contract for secure juvenile detention services with the Bruce Normal Juvenile Justice Center, 2nd Judicial District in Kirksville.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, do we have any unfinished business? New business accounts payable review.
We do not have any this time.
Somebody must have done a very good job of doing the last one real quickly, right?
Just no money to do yet.
We can't right
Just
now
no
until
money.
Thursday.
Yeah, just
Okay.
no money yet.
Okay.
Very good.
Approval of sole source with ASAP vehicles.
EMS is wanting to purchase their off-road specialty vehicle for their department. There's only one vendor who manufactures the ATV ambulances. And so today I'm just needing approval to run the sole source ad with ASAP off-road specialty vehicle.
This is part 23
Yep.
budget, right?
Yep, it's just running the ad.
Okay. Yep, I'm fine. Make a motion to approve the running of the sole source for the ASAP vehicles.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, signing of surplus title.
This is a vehicle that's actually parked at Juvenile Center in the parking lot, and they haven't been using it for quite some time, so we'd like to go ahead and get the title signed. Whatever your pleasure is on getting rid of this vehicle, we can do it through Purple Wave.
Purple Wave.
Or however you want to do it. I don't think this is worthy to send to another department, it
Not-
sounds like.
Not good enough for a hand-me-down?
Doesn't sound like it.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you approve signing that, we'll get rid of it.
Make a motion to sign the surplus title for the
Sheriff.
2002 Ford van.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I could, 2023 is gonna be bad, I can tell.
It's gonna be bad.
Okay. Multimodal transload facility emergency purchase.
Morning.
Paul Sampson with CMPS is here to add any to the conversation. Copy of that. Do you all need a copy of what I sent yesterday?
Got it here.
Got it. It's attached to the agenda too.
So just in a nutshell, what we got here is we got a situation where we have to do the clearing and have that, the clearing on the project, clearing and grubbing on the project, have that completely done before April 1st. This is related to a federal requirement for the Endangered Species Act, the Indiana bat. We have to remove trees that could be bat roost or considered bat roost by April 1st, so they don't do that. To pull all this off, make this happen, we have to split the project out, split it out to where we just have a grading contract.
Clearing.
Or, I did that yesterday.
Yes, you did.
Clearing contract. We have to split that out as just a standalone clearing and grubbing contract, get everything done and gone by April 1st. The process to formally advertise for bids, go through that whole process, drags on out for at least a month and a half, up to 2 months. It would be challenging at best, maybe not even possible to get it to ensure that we can be completely done by this April 1st date. So, there are some provisions in state statute, I visited with Jill and Mark about that, that would allow the county commission to waive the competitiveness of it and waive the advertising of the bids. We still have to be as competitive as possible, but we don't have to advertise if you vote to waive that. And it's allowed by state statute. And so what we would do is solicit bids from at least 3 local contractors capable of doing this work. We would do that beginning tomorrow and with opening the bids by next Friday. Turning all that around, there's no issue with making sure we can have this done. We would put a March 17th completion date, allow 2 weeks in case something were to fall through or some problem were to come up, give us a little leeway to make sure all that's done. We do have a precedent. We did this back in 2009 when we had to install a temporary traffic signal at Business 50 Pioneer Trail Drive in advance of the Pioneer Trail School. The commission did that. They waived the bid advertisement process, and we just solicited bids from 3 contractors. So there is a precedent for doing that. It's not too often that we have to do this, but in this case, we cannot run the risk of this not happening by April 1st, because if we do, we would have to wait until the fall to be able to bid the project, which puts everything we have planned with opening up the facility and working with the partnership we got going, it would delay that by up to a year. So,
Well, really, probably the biggest thing is that the $800,000 grant we've got from MoDOT is gone.
Yeah.
Because that money has to be spent by June.
So it disrupts county services planned with this project, and that's, talking with Jill, would be the justification.
That's one of the statutory reasons you can sign.
So we would request the county commission waive the bid advertisement process for this project under state statute 50.780 and proceed as we had proposed.
I'm good with it.
Yeah, I don't want to jeopardize.
I'll make a motion that we waive the requirement of competitive bids.
Or advertising.
I'm sorry,
Still-
the advertising for competitive bids on the multimodal transload facility emergency purchase arrangement. Let's see if there's anything else. Under chapter 50.780 subsections 1 and 2.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
And Paul, just a quick update. The rest of the plans are still tracking to advertise mid-February or so.
Mid-February is what we're thinking. That'll put us opening in March. Hopefully notice to proceed once we get concurrence from EDA and MoDOT and all the other alphabet soup. Hopefully be able to have a contract ready first part of May. And then in order to make sure we get the MoDOT funding and get their money spent first, the first order of business will be ordering rail materials. And then that'll be what we submit to MoDOT to get their reimbursement on their end of the grant, so.
I think if you don't get this done on the front side of April 1, you're locked out until August or September
Well,
when
that-
the nursing season.
There's some provisions where you can do clearing, but it's very, very costly and just, it's not a good idea if you don't have to, so.
Right. We can't risk the jeopardy of, it's $880,000
Yeah,
$880 from MoDOT.
grant
Right.
that would evaporate otherwise. Okay.
We have to use it by the end of June, 1st of June.
I think it's the 15th.
15th of June.
Invoices
Invoice
have
by
to-
the 15th.
Yes, yes.
Because they've got to have it cleared out of their fiscal year, July
Right.
1, so.
It was great receiving these funds, but it did make us get a little creative on making sure everything got done to be able
Right.
to submit for reimbursement.
Okay, and you've made a motion.
Right, we've already done
Okay.
That's a
the
good thing
motion.
about county
Okay.
government. We can get things done.
Well,
Yes, thanks.
I'm just saying, just gotta get two of us on board. We can move stuff along. We'll meet.
yep,
Agreed.
okay.
All right, thank you.
Thanks.
Do we have anything else before we go into closed session?
Did anyone from juvenile want to report on anything this morning for the, or not?
Certainly, we can. One of the youth that we've had a pickup order on has presented to detention, and our facility has incurred a great deal of damage as a result. This is the third time the young man has been with us, and he consistently creates felony level damage to our facility and did so again. We really probably have one functional cell with 3 that are being held. We're moving 1 to the non-secure unit. We believe she can be successful over there. Her medication has been adjusted. We have 1 currently at the hospital and has been for approximately 48 hours. She's to be released back to us today. Then we've got the youth who has damaged our facility. We've got phone calls into other facilities to see if we can utilize their facility. St. Louis City is the only facility contemplating it, and said that they would be back. The Sheriff's Department has volunteered to transport him. We did have issues the last time we transported him as well. He is a DYS committal, so they are at the table brainstorming options for him as well.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, right.
That-
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else? I would entertain a motion to go into closed session.
I'll make a motion pursuant to section 610.021 of the revised statutes of Missouri. The commission will go into closed session to discuss the following: personnel issues under 610.021 subsection 13, real estate under section 610.021 subsection 2.
Second.
Roll call?
Sam,
Yes.
Gary,
Yes.
Jeff.
Yes.
Okay.